Have you ever noticed how easy it is to focus on what's missing in your life? You look at your bank account and see what's not there. You look in the mirror and see flaws instead of strengths. You scroll through social media and see what other people have that you don't. And before you know it, you're living in a mindset of lack. You tell yourself, I'll be happy when I make more money. When I lose weight, when I get the relationship, when I achieve that goal. But here's the truth. If you can't appreciate what you have now, you won't appreciate what's next. Gratitude is the fuel for growth. The more you focus on what's right, the faster you grow. Let me share a story. There was a man named Aaron. Aaron always wanted more. More money, more recognition, more success. Every achievement left him unsatisfied. He'd get the raise, and within a week, he'd be thinking about the next one. He bought a new car and was happy for a day, then compared it to his neighbors. He lived in a cycle of chasing and disappointment. One day, his mentor asked him a simple question. What are you grateful for right now? Aaron froze. He couldn't answer. He'd spent so much time focusing on what was missing that he never noticed what was already there. That night, for the first time, Aaron wrote down 3 things he was grateful for: his health, his family, his opportunities. Something shifted. The more he practiced gratitude, the lighter he felt. He still had goals. But now he moved toward them with joy instead of emptiness. Gratitude didn't make him passive, it fueled his growth. That's the paradox. People think gratitude means settling, that being grateful will make you stop striving. But the opposite is true. Gratitude doesn't kill ambition. Gratitude gives you the energy to pursue more. Because you're not running from a place of lack, you're running from a place of fullness. When you focus only on what's missing, growth feels heavy. When you focus on what's right, growth feels natural. Science backs this up. Studies show that gratitude rewires your brain. It reduces stress, improves sleep, increases optimism, and even strengthens your immune system. People who practice gratitude are not only happier, they're more productive and resilient. Why? Because gratitude shifts your perspective. Instead of seeing problems as roadblocks, you see opportunities. Instead of saying, nothing is working, you say, some things are working, and I can build from there. Gratitude isn't ignoring reality. It's choosing to highlight what's right so you have the strength to deal with what's wrong. Think about it. 2 people can face the same challenge. One focuses on what's missing, saying, I don't have enough resources, enough support, enough luck. The other focuses on what's right, saying, I have creativity, I have lessons from past failures, I have determination. Which one do you think grows faster? It's not the one complaining about what's missing, it's the one fueling themselves with gratitude. Let me give you another story. There was a woman named Maria who lost her job unexpectedly. At first, she spiraled into negativity. Why me? This is unfair. I don't have enough money. I don't have a plan. She felt stuck. But one day, she wrote in her journal, what do I still have? She listed her skills, her network, her health, her time. That simple act of gratitude flipped her perspective. Instead of feeling powerless, she felt resourceful. She started freelancing, built a small business, and within a year was earning more than before. Gratitude didn't ignore her loss. Gratitude reminded her of her power. Here's what most people miss: gratitude is a practice, not a feeling. You don't wait until life is perfect to feel grateful. You practice gratitude daily, especially when life isn't perfect. Gratitude in good times keeps you humble. Gratitude in hard times keeps you hopeful. It's easy to complain. It takes strength to be grateful. But that strength is exactly what fuels growth. So how do you build the habit of gratitude? Start small. Each morning, before you pick up your phone, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Don't overthink it. It could be as simple as the roof over your head, a friend who checked in on you, the fact that you woke up today. The act of writing shifts your focus. At night, reflect on one thing that went right, even if it was small. Over time, your brain learns to scan for positives instead of negatives. That rewiring is powerful. It turns you from a victim of circumstance into a creator of growth. Now here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, commit to a gratitude practice. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Every night, reflect on 1 thing that went right. That's it. 30 days. By the end, you'll feel different. You'll see opportunities you once ignored. You'll notice strengths you once overlooked. And you'll find yourself moving forward with more energy, more focus, more joy. Gratitude will become your growth fuel. Here's another truth: gratitude is contagious. When you express gratitude to others, you strengthen relationships. Imagine telling your partner, "I appreciate the way you support me." Imagine telling a coworker, "I'm grateful for your help." Imagine telling yourself, "I'm proud of how far I've come." Those words don't just make others feel good, they reinforce your own mindset of abundance. Gratitude builds bridges, while complaining builds walls. Let me give you a personal example. A young man named Leo used to complain about everything: traffic, his job, even the weather. He thought venting made him feel better, but it only drained him. His friends avoided him. His co-workers didn't enjoy working with him, and he stayed stuck. One day, he challenged himself to replace every complaint with gratitude. If traffic was bad, he said, "I'm grateful I have a car." If his job was stressful, he said, "I'm grateful I have income." If the weather was awful, he said, "I'm grateful I get to experience the seasons." At first, it felt forced. But after weeks of practice, it became natural. His energy shifted, his relationships improved, and new opportunities opened. Gratitude didn't change his circumstances immediately, it changed him. And when you change, your circumstances follow. So ask yourself, what story are you telling yourself daily? Are you narrating what's missing, or are you narrating what's right? Because your focus determines your feelings drive your actions, and your actions shape your future. Gratitude is the foundation of that cycle. Focus on what's missing, and you'll feel defeated. Focus on what's right, and you'll feel empowered. Empowerment fuels action, and action creates growth. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, before you think about what's wrong, stop and ask, what's right in my life right now? It could be something small. But small sparks light big fires. Gratitude is that spark. If this resonates with you, I want you to take the 30-day gratitude challenge. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every morning, 1 thing that went right every night. And share your experience in the comments. Let's create a chain of gratitude together. And if you want more videos like this, real tools, real talk, and encouragement to fuel your growth, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because this channel is about more than just thinking positive. It's about using gratitude as fuel to actually change your life. Remember this: gratitude is not the absence of ambition. Gratitude is the foundation of ambition. Gratitude doesn't make you settle, it makes you stronger. Gratitude turns what you have into enough, and from that place of enough, you create more. Gratitude is growth fuel. Focus on what's right, not what's missing. Because what you focus on grows.